I've been following the Willie Wilcox saga for years now. I've watched his hole-in-one at TPC Sawgrass back in 2017.
Aiming a little right. There you go. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are out at beautiful PGA National Golf Club. We're going to get to play the Champ course, so this should be a treat. Host of the Cognizant Classic, Troon, thank you again for setting this up. We have a player that I've wanted to play with for a very long time. I've been following his stuff on Instagram. I've actually followed his story pretty closely for a number of years now. His name is Willie Wilcox. For my money, he's the most interesting professional golfer in the world, potentially the most talented, and today we're going to try to take him down in a 9-hole match. Let's get after it. I apologize in advance for the wind noise. It is gusty out here at PGA National, to say the least, but Willie considers himself a wind player. Wind is wind. It'll bring the scores up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're in South Florida. That's what it's supposed to be like, right?
Beauty. Call that a wind player.
Yeah, that's a wind guy. 330 left.
You didn't identify your ball, so I'm gonna have you hit another one. But I got a Callaway 3. I'm gonna tee it low and hopefully hit it low too. Ball. That was a good one.
That'll work.
That'll work. Willie Wilcox. You have a fascinating story.
Yeah.
Let's stick to the golf right now.
Yeah.
Tell me about your professional career.
I played professional golf because I didn't know any better. I was too small to play any other sports, but yeah, I ended up getting a great backer, which is what it takes when you don't come from, you know, tons of money. I ended up getting off to a good start, and you know, it just kept rolling, and I just got better and better. Then I made it to the tour. But the Hooters tour was still around, and the mini tours were really good at the time, so you could really make a living back then.
It's hard to make a living on minis these days.
We're just trying to hit some fun golf shots out here, and we're at PGA National, so it's already hard enough.
Golly.
Hello, YouTube golf. Put that one on the shot tray, ski.
That was so good.
Thank you.
If I can hit a shot half as good as that, I'll be pretty happy.
Yeah, I got all my crappy swings out yesterday.
Little Callaway mini driver. We got 260-ish to the flag. I think into the wind, if I get a really good catch on this, I should be able to get it there. A little cut off the bunkers. A little too far right. Just get past all the crap.
Have you played this course very much?
Yeah, I mean, I played 2 Honda Classics.
Oh.
Yeah, before the Cognizant took over. Yeah, so I played, finished 40th in 2016, and I missed cut. Well, no, I actually withdrew after the first round in 17. But anyways, then I caddied for Sung Jae here last year. So yes, I've been around it quite a bit. I mean, I've got a 56. Looks like I've got about, call it 48 yards. I mean, this is one where you don't want to use a lob wedge, in my opinion, unless you are planning on hitting it extra hard. I'm always like a middle to the, like, I open my stance a lot, so it's gonna look like it's behind my right toe, but it really isn't. You know what I mean? Like, bam. So yeah, I just go like that and just make sure I keep rotating to try to shake hands with the target, I would say. So, you know, something like that. Try to keep it about head high.
That was one of the more beautiful wedge shots I've seen in a while. That thing didn't get above the pin, landed a couple times and just checked like perfectly. I'm not gonna have that luxury. I'm gonna have to do something a little bit different. But we are on pine straw. I've got about 30 and 36, which means 30 to clear the bunker, 6 past the bunker. It's gonna be a fun shot. All right, 18 feet for birdie. Will's got about 5, so it's not a complete gimme. He's probably gonna make it, but not a total gimme. This thing's breaking at least a foot from left to right. Kind of need to make it to not go one down after one. It's all good, I guess.
I thought it had a lot of good qualities.
Speed was not one of them. Yeah, 30.
Driver 56.
Driver 56 for Will. Driver mini driver 59 for me. Unfortunately, I had 2 putts. Will had 1, so I'm 1 down going into the next, which is number 4. at PGA National. Okay, workout is completed. Getting ready to go out to the course, but first we're gonna have a little protein shake with Momentous. Gonna add about 8 ounces of milk, a scoop of whey protein isolate, a scoop of creatine, some collagen peptides, a little bit of extra fat to help fill me up and keep me full, and honey, because it's a monosaccharide, easy for your body to digest, and some quick energy. Shout out to Brandon Smith, and some cinnamon, because I've heard it's good for you, and I like the way it tastes.
Totally recommend this blender too.
It's great blender. Ninja Auto IQ. Fantastic blender.
Drink right out of the cups.
And delicious. Thank you, Momentous, for sponsoring the camp. I'm gonna take honors because Will is running back to grab his driver. So I got driver. Essentially just with this wind off the right, trying to get it to be as left as possible. So I'm just gonna hit the straightest shot I can over these trees.
Plus number 2 behind Berkshire. Been going that bunker, I'm fine.
So you're 1 for 1, aren't you? Yeah, I've won every long drive competition. I've entered every single
Right,
one.
be over by number 6, but that's okay. 12 yards, call it 101 meters. With the wind out of the left, I'm good.
Sanjay M's caddy.
Yeah.
I forgot you had to know that.
Yeah, I caddy for Sanjay, so I kind of think about it in meters sometimes, and I know Sanjay would be hitting gap wedge, but I mean, with the pin on the right, the ball is above my feet, but that's okay. The wind's pumping out of the east at like 20, so I think I'll be able to work it over there. That was actually pretty gross. Hey.
55 yards. We're looking at 55 and 9. Got 9 over the lip of the bunker. I'm holding a 59-degree wedge. So that's means there's no correlation occurring right there. Just trying to put my glove on. And we got a thumbs up from Big Zod. Still rolling out. Still rolling out. Okay, there we go. It's really hard to get it to stop downwind from 55.
It's a putt off. All right, putt for birdie, which I'm pretty happy about. It's got to be left to right.
About 30 feet?
In theory. We'll call it 22 feet, so which is great from where I was, dead behind those palm trees, so. And I didn't give it hell.
Yeah, you get it.
All right, all the kids out there, I see a couple of divots. I'm gonna fix these divots because the golf gods are watching. Congrats.
Well, that's a par. Still 1 down. That was a good opportunity, but there'll be more. We got a par 3 coming up that some of you might recognize from a little channel called Robert Does Athletic Activities. Is that what it's called? Before you hit this, we do have a rule on this channel. If you make a hole-in-one and you're not the person to pick it up out of the hole, it doesn't count.
Really? Okay. Well, I'll make sure I don't break that rule.
Start running.
This would be my
I'll give
20.
you a head start.
Wait, what? This would be your how many?
21st.
Whipped it. Go. Go. Are you kidding? Go in. Go in. Oh!
I don't even think I hit a groove.
Oh my God. It was just tumbling right towards the flag. When it landed short, I thought that's it. It's in the hole. I'm gonna also try to hit one that looks pretty darn good. Did you hit pitching wedge? Okay, great. Cut that out.
Poorly.
That was a really well struck golf shot. We're doing a little something different here. Mo Norman from Natural Golf, he says you should start the club 6 inches behind the ball. And I've always had an issue with picking the club up as I take it away. So I'm now putting the club 6 inches behind the ball, starting my takeaway from there, and it comes out a lot lower. Striking it better. We'll see if it sticks.
Yeah, it's 3 feet short, but I had 4 hole-in-ones by the time I was 16 years old.
When did you start playing golf?
When I was 6 years old, competitively at 9, and then the one I made on 17 at Sawgrass in the second round of the Players was my 14th one. I made 6 since then, so it's I've just been, I don't know, for whatever reason I make a lot of hole-in-ones. I think it's just from quantity of holes that I play.
The birdie on the par 5, considering it was dead into a 30-mile-an-hour wind, really good. This birdie, if he makes this putt, also really good. It's hard to be upset about losing to birdies like that, but I'm not going to here because I'm going to make this putt. Oh, what a misread.
In my opinion, that's good. I don't know how it works on the Ben Haddon Golf Channel.
This is, like, if it's good, make it. It's kind of what I've always said.
All right, not too much left. We'll call it inside right, grainy, South Florida, Bermuda. Let's go.
Yeah, putt. Good putt, Mr. Wilcox.
Willie does it too.
Hole 6 at PGA National. This is the 4th hole of the match. I am 2 down, 6 holes to go. So this would be a really good one to try to get one back. It's about a 500-yard hole, dead into the wind, and Will has the honors.
Back in my day, there used to be 2 deep bunkers on the right. We always teed off from over there, but this was like the first gut check of the day at the Champ course when we played Honda.
Oh, great ball.
Thanks. Just don't fight it, ride it. There you go.
So this is one of those a little bit tougher as a cutter. And I'm just gonna aim down the left center of the fairway, hit a cut, expect a little bit of hurt.
The wind is so tough here.
Wind is hard.
It always lands 20 yards left or right of wherever I think it's going to.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never thought the wind is like hard for you as a guy that's filming because you don't know where the ball's gonna land.
All right, so 208 yards, 188 meters. I'm gonna take a 4-iron. I mean, the wind is out of the east, which is over there. So it's hurting quite a bit. I'm just gonna try to hold the 4-iron and, you know, let Jesus take the wheel.
Really nice.
Yeah, that was gross. I'll take it. I'm glad it was on camera.
Well, I'm just a mere 10 yards ahead of him. 198, wind into and off the right pretty hard. I don't think I'm gonna sling this thing. I think I'm gonna go low cut.
This will be the closest I ever come to his tee ball, by the way.
This is a brutal putt.
Yeah, really brutal putt if the greens had been like double cut and double rolled this morning. It's possible for sure, but I just gotta hit it, you know, over at that house and try to let it die and hang it right. I'd say with the speed they're at now, it's possible. It's probably gonna roll by, but that's okay. Oh no. Oh, there it goes.
If they put this pin right here during the tour event and you put it where Will is, you wouldn't be able to keep it on the green. This thing's gonna work left to start and then back right at the end. I'm gonna play it, I think, about a cup out, and it should equalize, but also with the wind coming off the right, I should probably play it more like 2 cups.
Good putt. Brute.
Good par. If this were a PGA Tour event, that putt would have gone in. Of course, so much easier.
What other ways would it be more difficult during a tournament?
They'll bring the fairways in a little bit tighter, but mostly it's not going to be watered that much. And I mean, the color of the greens is what's really wild. It almost looks like it's yellowish. So the precision of the strike around the greens is much higher. The ball's just not sitting up as much. The firmness for sure, and the length of the rough. Yeah, tie the hole. You know, like in the tournament they play this as a par 4, but you know, I think it is a par 5, so this is more than 5.
Oh, you got bumped on.
Oh no! I definitely wiped it. I'm gonna blame it on the putter, you know? No, it was my fault.
If he hates his putter right now, that's kind of good for me. But yeah, it's probably the putter. 235, straight downwind. I got 6 and 5 iron in my hand. Pretty windy, it's like 20 miles an hour, so I'm gonna go 6 iron. I think it's playing more like, probably closer to like 205, which is a pretty smooth 6. So, smooth 6 iron right in the middle of the green. Carry it, wind. Go. I think it's like middle of the green. This might be a pretty lengthy putt.
I'm gonna hit a 2003 Adams Golf Hybrid that I got out of Steve Marino's garage in 2016. So this is my favorite club. Now the year I graduated high school was 04, and I remember having one of these, but this is off the tour truck.
Take a little off of that, Will.
I was just trying to moonball it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to hear about this club.
Yeah, this thing, the Adams idea, these were just incredible. First was like Nikent, and then these came around in the early 2000s. The Adams, they had that ugly kind of all silvery one that used to be like an infomercial on the Golf Channel, but then these, they got a little smaller, a little easier to hit. They came, you know, they're a lot better for higher handicaps, but this one right here became super popular on the PGA Tour. Steve Marino made a lot of money with this thing. It was sitting in his garage, and in 2015, I was rating it. Rating the garage, and I said, can I have this? And he said, yeah, bud. So I've been hitting it ever since, and it's super versatile. It's awesome, and like the faces are so much thicker on these. I swear, like the TaylorMade or the modern ones. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I could hit rocks with this. I mean, it literally looks like it's hardly ever been hit.
That was gonna be my next question. Is like how long do you think that thing's gonna last? And the reason I'm asking that is because modern drivers, like for me, I go through 2 drivers a year.
They cave, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And this one, I mean, it hardly has any nicks in it. I've hit mostly Pro Vs and decent golf balls with it, but I mean, I really think I'll play this club for, you know, the rest of my life, unless I go to some garbage driving range, start hitting pinnacles with it. And that's the main thing. Faces thin out when you hit hard range balls. So I've tried to really protect it. Yeah, bread and butter right here. I love this thatchy Bermuda. I mean, this has got a little bit of sand in it. This is not an easy shot, or at least an easy lie to just like pick it. But I try to get it again quite a bit behind my foot, and if I feel like my plane is going up and I just rotate like that, keep my wrists pretty calm. I'm definitely not trying to get any, you know, lag and drag on it. The whole goal is just to try to hit the ball first. Got half of it right. Not quite the ball first. I hit the earth first, but it rolled out to 7 feet, so maybe I can save it.
33 feet for me, 7 feet for Will for par. I don't anticipate Will's gonna miss that putt, so I'd like to give this thing a chance to go in, but main thing here is just hit it with the right speed. If I leave it short, I'm not gonna be unhappy, but I definitely wanna try and give this a chance.
At the end, the grain is left to right. We got wind and rain out of the right, so I'm gonna try to just try to flush it straight.
That's a hard read, man.
Yeah, I mean, I pulled it to left edge.
I mean, it's kind of similar story to what Will's got going on here. All the grain's moving this way, wind's coming back the other way, and this is to tie it up. Thank you, hole. Good catch. When we were all tied up, we're tied up with
all around a good putt.
Thank you, sir. Number 8. I say it's my least favorite hole. It's just a hard hole. It's a really good hole. It's just hard. 320 to the water, about 300 to the end of the fairway. We're blowing, I can actually tell you exactly, blowing into it about 18 miles an hour. Ooh, run, baby. But not too much. Don't run too much. Just run a little bit.
All of a sudden, where's the wind?
I decided to take a break for you.
You better hit it fast.
Beauty, Will. Hang on.
A little hook spin. Still golfing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still golfing.
Do you prefer to be called Will or Willie?
Oh, I mean, my friends call me Willie, but I ran into, and really where it was born, was I'd be signing up for golf tournaments or registering when I arrived at a course, and I'd say, hey, hello, my name's Will Wilcox, and they're like, oh, Will Cox? I'm like, no, not Will Cox. It's Will, all right, new word, Wilcox. And they would still...
So Willie Wilcox was born.
Willie Wilcox was born, and everybody likes to toss a Y on the end of any name as well when they're talking to a buddy. We got a couple of competing factors here. Well, it's actually a pretty fluffy lie in this Bermuda, but reading lies is just massive when it comes to Bermuda grass. So this one's actually sitting kind of up. So as opposed to jumping, it's probably gonna catch a little high on the face and it's gonna go a little shorter. Yeah, I'm gonna go one more. I'm gonna take the 6. Oh no. Bunker. Advantage Haddon.
All right, I got 136 into the same wind, blowing right around 20. 136, probably playing 156.
I would say so.
Yeah, you got a nod.
I got a nod? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Thank God. I'm gonna hit a knockdown 8.
Hanging in there nicely.
Get up there. Oh, it's so short. I actually thought that was going to be so good.
I mean, it's really just you open it up as much as you humanly can, and if the wind was helping, I would be toast, but there's a chance here.
Good shot.
Yay!
That was nasty. I'm going to let him mark
Ew.
that because I'm going to try to chip this in on him real
Every
quick.
time you say ew and gross, I'm gonna have to put subtitles that say good. Great.
Ew!
Ew, dude.
Oh!
So
God.
cool.
Willie, why'd you do that? That's gross.
So you're gonna do the same thing.
I'm going to chip it in. Okay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. 6 feet here. Looks like it's curving a hair from right to left.
I mean, I'm sitting nice. He had a toughie down the hill. I'm uphill, not too bad. It's inside the hole. I'm gonna try to keep my my head still. That's the main thing.
Yeah, good shot.
All right, I earned that one.
This is what that hole looked like. This is the hole right here.
Yeah.
So reach out for it. That's what happened.
Mongolian reversal.
Yeah. Hole not found.
Well, you're gonna find it. It's lost. You're gonna find it right
We're
now.
gonna find it right now. Oh, there it is. All right, hole number 9, 404. Willie Wilcox with the honors. What are we gonna do?
Again, I mean, it seems like every single hole's into the wind, which is, you know, whatever. It's the sport we chose. Good hole, water left, bunker right. We do have room to the right, so I'm just gonna hit it over here to the right.
Yes. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Walk, walk, walk. Keep walking. Keep walking. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it farther than Willie. That was a very
For sure.
aggressive line. I wanted to hit a little cut up against it, and it just kind of flew straight. So, happy with it. Thank you, Big Zaw. Appreciate it.
147 yards, 9th hole, just dead out of the right again. I think I'm just gonna try to have fun and hit a big swinging 9-iron. Most people would be trying to like trap something and hold it, but I'm not most people.
Yeah, good shot.
A little baby draw. That thing literally hooked 38 yards.
It doesn't really have a chance to.
Big Zaw's about to do something crazy. He's out.
Kind of neat shot.
He's in the bunker.
Just sure that was crazy. Without even being like, hey guys, I'm about to do something crazy. Well, the nice thing is the wind's off the right, so I'm gonna be able to sling this a little.
Yeah, you're right. It's not ideal. But it's amazing how freaking far he hits it, because we were playing in a 30-mile-an-hour wind and it still traveled 299. I shot it.
Good ball. I'm gonna try to snap hook this anyway.
Nice. Oh, man. Home run, but what a cool shot.
That was just gonna go really far. We went about 40 yards long here, but it was a fun shot. It was cool. I probably should have tried to just like punch something up to that side of the green, but I wanted to see if I could Mac Boucher one in there. I pushed the hell out of that. that would have been pretty cool. That would have been one of the birdies we post on Instagram.
Then almost hold the 6th shot. I was rooting for it, not really. We'll see if I can knock this in and take a 1-up lead. Trying to hit that right center and push it.
Keeping me in it. Just keeping me in the game. All right, through 7 holes now. We got 2 holes left.
Yeah.
On to the next. Number 10 at PGA National. Willie remains 1 up. Par 5 coming up. It's usually also a par 4 during the tournament. Is that correct?
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
Normally plays at par 70.
Great swing.
Cut. I was going to cut at some point.
It has to.
I think that goes through to
Par 5, number 10. In the tournament, they played as a par 4 in the Cognizant, but we're going to play it as a par 5 just because that's what the scorecard says. Keep it easy on Jalen. I think that's going to be really good. What was your greatest strength on tour when you played?
I was kind of like a gunslinger. Kind of worked it both ways. I would try a lot of shots, which is like, it's a really fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, but it's not something necessarily that creates longevity. Like, I can fly it low, high, draw, cut. I had all the shots, which is good, but I was mentioning a second ago, it's being a one-trick pony. That is a really good way of having longevity in your career. And Sungjae, I would say he might struggle with a little bit, and it's in the stats, it's not me talking crap, is short irons into the wind. But if you were to be like, Sungjae, we're going to change this about the way you do that, that might take away from what makes him great. So it's much better, I think, to be a guy that, you know, sticks to the same game plan, hits maybe little drop fades, keeps the spin rates consistent, things like that.
I agree heavily with that.
Yeah. It's not as exciting, but it's what makes golf a little easier and more consistent.
That's what Scott Fawcett talks a lot about in Decade. BH Golf for 30% off a Decade, by the way.
Yeah.
I genuinely think, like, one, Scott is the smartest guy in golf. And then two, I think Decade is the one product I can guarantee will lower your scores. And he talks a lot about, I think he actually says the words, be a one-trick pony. So that's great advice for anybody sitting at home that wants to increase the consistency of their golf game. If you find yourself being really inconsistent, you might just be trying too much.
When you're changing shot patterns a lot, that means you're changing the way you're entering into the ball, and that's just detrimental. But it is neato. Go.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been hit right there, it would have been really perfect.
190, 9-iron, pretty much straight downwind. This is just going to be a smooth one, probably we'll call it 5 yards right at the flag. Heavy. I find myself getting into trouble with that shot in particular, where like it's downwind and I want to just throw it in the air, and I just need to hit it lower.
Get a little under it or something, or you're trying to moonball?
That one I did get under, yeah. 40 yards to the back edge of the green from here, and the pin's probably 5 yards off of that, so we'll call it 35 yards. I got a 50 degree in hand. We're gonna put this back in the stance a little bit, hit a little turn down 50 degree. I didn't see that working right, and I also didn't hit that hard enough. All right, Will, knock it in.
It's a very big green.
This was like one of those illusion situations, like infinity edge. I thought I had like 30 feet. It turns out I got like 70 feet.
Go! I kind of need to make this. Will picks up a 2-shot lead heading into the last hole. This is number 11. Water on both sides, tough par 4. Anything can happen. A little birdie bogey exchange. We're going into sudden death. So don't get too comfortable, Willie.
I won't. Golf hole alert. 11 at PGA is just historically one of the best. Par 4s on the PGA Tour are more difficult, and it's just fantastic. So for it to all come down to this, let's go.
Cool shot. I got a 2-iron hand. It's like 280 something in the water. It's straight downwind, so I can't really just juice this. I'm gonna get a 4-iron actually. Can't really go after this one full speed, but can get something up there and give myself a chance to hole out for a birdie. I just know if I try to hit this thing full speed, I'm either gonna break my club or my wrist. Okay. Didn't hurt myself. Got the ball to advance forward. That's great.
I've got 183 yards, 165 meters. Man, the wind's kind of here. I'm gonna hit a 7-iron and do my best. Safety first. Yeah, it's you know, fairly straightforward chip.
155 downwind. I got a gap wedge. A lot of wind up there. I don't feel too bad about that. Kind of had to go vertical with it, with that tree. So wasn't able to hit the low controlled shot, but ball in the green is cool. Let's make a bomb for par.
All right, weird sitting down grainy lie. This is one of those open face, back of the stance, blip.
What a shot. Good shot.
Yeah, so little toey, which was not intentional, but it worked out great. Thank you,
Gentlemen.
I enjoyed that. What a foray into
That
YouTube
was
golf.
That was really fun. Yeah,
man.
it's fun watching you play golf. It's a wealth of knowledge I get to tap into. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making
I
it.
certainly did.
I think we're probably going to run this back at some point in the future.
I hope so. I'm learning a lot about YouTube golf too from this guy. So
We'll get a few more in, and we're gonna get these guys on the channel at some point. This is Mike, by the way, just a little intro to him. We're gonna do a full video with Mike in the future, but Mike's my new trainer, and Evan's just chief of vibes. Assistant pro out of Frenchman's Reserve. He's the man. He's just the man. He is Big Zaw the biggest. Move over, boss man. So $25 hats in the shop. Make sure to go check those out. They are going quick, so if you want one, be sure to purchase a hat, and if this putt goes in, you are legally required to buy one. Can you CGI that going in the hole, please?